Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Reptile here, back at it again with another video. So I am playing some more Do Not Take This Cat Home, and it's been a while since I made one of these videos. So yeah, and Cam isn't with us today, but she'll be in the next video. But yeah, without further ado, let's continue Do Not Take This Cat Home. Skip all this. I don't actually remember the last place we left off. Guess I'll just have to see which ones we haven't done yet. I'll take the cat home. Yep. Skip all of this until I get the options. Alright. I want to do something with the cat. I don't think I've done this one yet. It's not every day you have access to a cute, fluffy animal. What else is there to do but pet it to your heart's content? You sit on the floor in your living room and click your tongue to call the cat over. Cat dashes over to you, immediately climbing into your lap. Poor thing. You just want some attention, don't you? Alright. Carefully pet the cat. A rub behind an ear. A scratch under the chin. A smooth sweep along the back. Alright. Good. Keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying this bonding time together. The cat starts to get restless after a while. Keep petting! Whoa. Whoa, what's happening? You're not quite ready to stop. You feel so calm, the repetitive actions soothing your usual overworking mind. You keep petting. Cat leans away from your next head pat. It's trying to get out of your lap. Keep petting! Let's see what happens. Oh! When you scratch under the cat's chin, it bites at your fingers. Ooh, feisty cat. You might be bleeding, but really it barely hurts. More of a warning than anything. Cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Keep petting. Just keep petting it. Keep petting the cat. Damn, aggressive much? Oh! Did it just bite my finger off? What? Oh, that's not good. The cat bites off your finger. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now. But for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is. Its fur is so much softer than you realized. You'd think that it would be shining in the faint light of your living room, but it's as if the darkness of the cat's black coat is sucking in all the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep, dark abyss right in your lap. It seems calmer now, munching on your severed finger. Okay. The stuff between your thumb and middle finger is leaking. But you keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur, but the cat no longer seems to mind. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has started to feel raw and damp under the constant friction from your petting. You think faintly that maybe you've had enough. You start to lift your hand from the cat. We're in a flat. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on! Oh, nah. Your entire hand is separated from your wrist. Ugh! It flops onto your lap beside the cat. Bro, what? Yo, this cat. There's something definitely wrong with it. Cat's closet on his front right paw glisten with crimson liquid. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses. Uh-oh. Anticipating the pain as you blankly watch the cat lick at the bloody palm of your severed hand. Ah, it hurts! It really, really hurts. Then, the cat looks up at you and you feel compelled. You keep petting. You're reluctant, but you're also afraid of what will happen if you don't heed the call. What will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier. Yeah, now you've been hurt for trying to stop? It defies all logic, but that's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat. But it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well. Alright then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your ability. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. Bro, I'm gonna die at this point. This guy keeps freaking scratching me. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet and... You... Ending 7. Personal boundaries. Okay, well, the cat doesn't like me petting it, I guess. Or me not petting the cat, I guess. Anyways, that's ending 7. That was kind of weird. But yeah, next ending. Alright, I've done everything here, I think. Now, do not take the cat home. Skip to the options. Speedrun. Wait. Cat. Ignore. Did I already do this one? Oh, I don't think so. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. There's a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds. And nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. What about the old theater? Yeah, what about the old theater? You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. Sparing of any trace of other people, and the decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s, maybe even the 70s. But it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn, but can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, the theater your movie will be playing in is completely empty. Perfect. Pick a spot right in the middle. Even counting the seats and taking into consideration the gap of the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on, no commercials or trailers pop up. The movie just begins. Pleased, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. But just as you were getting into the premise, doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You're holding a frustrated sigh. It's a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. Try to refocus on the movie, but you sense the new presence slowly shifting around the theater. Before heading in your general direction, what? What? You gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle, only to sit right in front of you. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's horrible. There's no one else here and plenty of places to sit. Oh, he's kind of moving. I didn't even realize that. There's got to be a reason for that. Like, cause look at all these open seats right here. Like, look at all this. And he decides to sit right here. Like, there's got to be a reason for that, guys. There's got to be a reason. The stranger was also unusually tall. Even with the stadium, like, arrangement of the seats being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. I'm gonna confront him. Cause, like, bro, what the heck? You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the end. Oh my gosh, at the idea of it. Your throat's closing up and your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. But you paid for this ticket. You wanted to watch this movie for ages. And now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater. There's no one who will help you if something goes wrong. But you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and the stranger. You stand up. Even standing and higher up on the incline, the stranger is still at least a head taller than you. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. As if you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders and force a little bass in your voice. Hey! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden and vicious bark. But you figure they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused? Well, that's weird. I don't think a movie would regularly pause in a movie theater. Your attention is ripped back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly. Like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns. Why does he look like that? Then turns some more. Then turns more beyond what should be possible. Neck bones cracking. To face you directly.
What the hell?
Why are you looking at me like that? Ah. You can't move. Wide glowing eyes resting above a wider grinning mouth gaze down at you. Why does he look like that, bro? Why is he smiling at me like that? Stranger opens their mouth and what comes out is something impossible to comprehend. Okay, bro. I get it. You're weird. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, foreboding and oddly melodic, luring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance, and before you know it, you're already out the door. You enter the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. Is he gonna catch me? You feel something watching you from behind. Well, no, I think there was just like a weird stranger making weird noises at you, smiling creepily at you. Like, I think he's watching you, but you're too afraid to look. The exit now in sight. You sprint forward and burst through the doors. You look around frantically and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need. Safety in numbers and all that. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. Why is "don't like" crossed out? Let's do this. Yeah. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back of its own accord. While in the middle of the street, you catch a glimpse of a, I don't know what that says, like a person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater. Is that my cat? The one that I didn't take home? Watching you intensely. Yeah, it's pretty creepy, sir. I don't know what you're doing over there. Cradling something in their arms. Something familiar. But oh my gosh. Oh, got a little jump scare right there. Okay, continue. Was that a robot? What? A glimpse is all you get. As a truck. Oh, it was a truck. It looked like a robot. As the truck speeds forward and crashes into your body. Damn. You're killed on impact. Your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tires. Ending 16. Poor screening arrangements. Well, that was kind of creepy. Yeah, the stranger, the random truck hitting me. Bro, what was that? Like, what was the stranger looking at me like that? Like, he had like the biggest smile on his face, like creepy smile. I don't even know. Alright, next thing. Continue. Skip through all of this. Do not take the cat home. Wait, I went too far. Leave the cat. I want to do the new cinema now. Ignore. I want to do the new one now. Whoa. Go to the new one. You don't know why. But you don't really feel great about the idea of being alone right now. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming. You join the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chic and sleek, and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You get some popcorn. The lines at the concession stands are long, and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls and follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. Sigh at the sight of the absolutely crowded theater. Head towards a seat only to be told by the person next to it that it's being saved for someone. This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself settled into a seat annoyingly off center to the screen. But the screen is at least visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials and even through the trailers. You figure the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't get even slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. Okay, this is already weird because no one talks during the trailers or the movie in a movie theater. Like, come on now. So this is obviously not normal. Yeah. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone would hear you anyway. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. What's the cat doing here? Suddenly, the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. Oh, that's the screen. A familiar black cat. The one I didn't take home? Yep, it's that one. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then the cat on the screen meows. Yeah, I don't think that's the noise cats make. I don't think that's the noise they make at all. Yeah, that's not normal. The sound is strange and not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting, almost melodic. And it also sounds like that stranger, but like, and cat, but like, and the cat's making that noise. And layered as if made of multiple voices of different creatures. Creatures that would probably never say. You say in confusion. God damn, bro. You say in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff. But then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. What? Okay, that's definitely not normal. Why does it sound like that? Okay, nah. If this ever happens when I'm in a movie theater, I'm out the door in 2 seconds. Like, nah, I'm not dealing with that, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. What is with this crowd? This is not a normal crowd. This is not a normal crowd. Why does it sound like that? That's so creepy. Soon, the entire room is chanting in perfect unison. Everyone's staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to this screen yourself. But the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong. For now. Also, You start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some of the people in your immediate vicinity are looking at you. Or are they looking at me? What did I do? No. Oh, what? Why are they blue? They're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. It's because I'm not chanting with them? The scowls deepen as time goes on, if they're getting as if they're getting impatient. I'm staying here. I'm staying here. Thinking fast, you look to the screen and begin to chant in tandem with the crowd. Feel the harshness of their collective gaze start to ebb away. The air in the theater becoming lighter once again. You release air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. People around you all seem fine now. What, did the screen like possess them or something? But there's no telling if they get aggressive at you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along. Right? Or at least turn the film off? Continue to chant along with everyone. You start to feel lightheaded. That's not good. Feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. Oh. Why did that sound like it was coming from somewhere in here, bro? You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state. But you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel your nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to. But your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but even your brain feels limp. Your thoughts of vaguely muted pastel pink, airy, sickeningly sweet and loosely spun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. I do like cotton candy. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. You're more at peace than you've ever felt before in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you never felt so aligned and in tune with another person, let alone with the entire room full of complete strangers. Pet are chanting. That's kind of weird. You're not. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into their chair. Then they sink more. Then more. Not like they're slouching or reclining, but more like they're deflating. Their skin bunches up in wrinkles like fabric, as if their muscles, their bones, have started to disintegrate. their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. The mouth stereotyping the champ falls open over a cut off, gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final, weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. But even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin and clothes next to you, wait, what? You watch in dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be, and out from the mouth. What the flip? Crawls a tiny black kitten. You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now as the unified chants start to fade. Only to replace you, only to be replaced with a faint mewing of cats, of kittens. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone. Again, you don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Please! Just then, you go completely limp. Your body feels light, but it might as well weigh several tons. Because you realize quite suddenly that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe. That's not good. But somehow, chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. Whoa! When did all these kittens come from? A few kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body, mewing as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge from you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you. And as your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out the silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seats in front of you. Your vision finally fades, and as the same hiss of air expels itself from your mouth, the last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting eagerly under your skin. Ending 18. Happy birthday. Okay, well, that was really creepy. Yeah, definitely, yeah, no, strangers definitely don't talk during, movie previews or the actual movie itself, so that was weird anyway. But then there was like a cat on the screen, and they started chanting, and then like looking at me creepily. But like, everything was fine when I started chanting. What? And then one of them deflated? What the heck? That's so weird. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.